There are 2 run-ups. Brooklyn, love those guys.
It's like if you were a deer and you were just grazing on the ground, you're like, and then you were like, ah! That's what it would feel like. This is now I know what it's like to be a deer in headlights.
Only so many weeks left of the season, or days, 5 weeks really. And there's 5 weekends of racing. And so I need to, my goal is to try to be at a place where I can potentially vie for the national championships. And I'd like to try to win the national championship. We are at the Cycle Smart Northampton International in basically my hometown. I'm not far from where the venue is, which is taking place in Oak Park in Northampton, Massachusetts.
Well, the Masters I care about.
Oh, I know that.
When the wind died down, it was beautiful. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get out of here.
I'm like, I don't belong here. I should be on skinny tires at 30 miles an hour.
You gotta show them that you belong, Caesar. Believe in yourself.
I gotta visualize, but it's like hard. It's like, I don't do this.
Trying to stay out of the wind, be smooth, The big question was tire choice, because like if you wanted to ride the mud section in the woods, it's really hard to do that on an intermediate, even a mud tire.
It's been wonderful. Nice weather all week. A little windy. We get like this tape monster thing that develops every year from the winds, where like people are pre-riding and there's like stakes get ripped out and stuff, and the tape is flying everywhere and people are getting attacked.
They're like, I have no time. Like, I have the classic.
As a field question, per sight, we go to the 4th row. They are up.
We're gonna go as hard as we can go. I don't know what that means. I told you already this morning, nothing's guaranteed today.
He is the godfather of cyclocross in the Happy Valley, several-time U.S. national champion, the legend that is Jeremy Powers.
and let the first few laps go through because the kids are so snappy. Let them get out of here. You gotta get out of here. So the kids got out of here, and then I figured I could probably ride with the second group. It was a little too fast, and I didn't try for that initially. So then I had a little third group, and there's a big third group behind, and then a couple of us in between that second and third group, and yeah, people had problems. There was someone dropped a chain, someone put a foot down, someone blew up, and then it was just me. And then I made my way at that point, it was like 3 to go, made my way up to that chase group, that second group. And over that last 10 minutes of the race, I just kind of focused on pedaling everywhere that I could instead of sitting up and resting, because that's what I was doing those first laps, that first 50 minutes. And yeah, I just pedaled as much as I could. I ended up getting back just about everybody in that second group, which was I think 6th place that was going for, and ended up 7th. So I'm happy. It was really good considering the circumstances, which are I have not ridden very much, and that's not to take anything away from anyone else. It's just the truth, and I'm truthfully, it doesn't even matter if it was 10th, 12th, 14th, 16th, 17th. It was good because there was no issues. I didn't have any health problems, so I'm really grateful for that, and it's a good day. Okay, all right, bud.
Okay. Zoom to the car.
I know. It's a tough day.
Zoom to
This is
the
a
car.
tough day.
Zoom to the
Okay,
car.
Mattis, peace. I heard him say my name, so I was listening. He only heard something. I think he was just saying that.
We're going to call it a day, and we are going to
Monday, physical therapy, they assessed everything, looked at everything, and figured out what was going on. There's a bunch of things that were tight. QL, SI joint, L5, S1, I don't know, all types of things in that lower area. I wouldn't call it a miraculous comeback, but I definitely made a huge leap. I was able to train pretty much from Monday onwards every day, like 3 hours plus. So that's been really, really good for my fitness. I have surprisingly great power numbers. My heart rate correlates pretty well, and it's really responsive right now because I have so little training in my legs, and I'm super rested. So my body is ready to do work. It's ready to take on strain, which is great. Yeah, I feel like I can make a lot of progress quickly if this trend continues where I'm recovering well and things are going in a good direction, and I do these hard workouts like a race like today, or I do them during the week and then I'm recovering and I'm building quickly from them, then I will come back to a good level quick. I'll need to go from that point that I get to like good level, I need to go to great, but yeah.
I mean, I don't remember if it was, actually it might have been the Book of Cross when like you and Hyde went and sat down, and Hyde was like, oh yeah, I was thinking if I want to come up from Florida. Yeah. And I was watching that like, god damn it, that's what I want to do. So I was like, train a bunch and decide that this was a year that I had to come coast.
You're out here now.
Yeah. Don't know what the hell I'm doing, but
Yeah, we had a lot of people.
There was a lot of people there. It didn't matter what night of the week it was either.
That's exactly right.
No. Well, as soon as I moved to the basement and I had my own door,
Yeah, that was the end of
that was the end of anything going. Like any amount of don't do this, don't do that. Once you got your own door and you can come and go, and once I started working full time every single day for you, it's kind of like, yeah, there's no more rules. If I had to get up at 5 in the morning to go help load ice cream trucks, how much trouble could you really get in?
They don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, they're gonna see how Finn's do it.
You guys want some honey in your tea?
It's not like there.
Now with Finn, Moose does that where he's like, no, seriously, I'm down here. Oh, you're not paying attention? I'm gonna jump a little bit. I'm gonna whinny at you.
Just put regular ice cream in it to make it do that. You could, right? Because you
can.
blend it,
and then
it spins
You have
it.
to get it soft enough.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad
yes.
owns
So I could play with that.
and has owned
That's why
an ice cream business for 58 years. He told us that tonight. And yeah, I mean, the story goes that he he bought his first truck before he could drive, and my grandmother would drive it to the beach on the weekends, and he would sit there and work it. He's been doing that for 58 years. He loves it.
That's the tofu for strength.
It's been, I don't think he's ever burnt out on it or gotten bummed on it. He loves, you know, similar to me, likes to make people smile, likes to jam with people. So my dad still does events, still goes out. It's cool. My dad's done every single kind of ice cream that there's ever been. So if it's, you know, soft serve, hard pack. So yeah, he's by all accounts, he's an ice cream man.
Too high, man, too high. Hang on, let me see if I can get this right. Come here, you. Huh. Monster might get a little bit of a famous Chappelle line from the Lost episodes. It ain't right unless I make it right. That's why I sprinkle diamonds on all my stuff.
Yeah, family business. We crushed. Very long hours, and yeah, it's a beautiful life. I mean, you learn a lot about hard work. You also learn a lot about like being an, you know, entrepreneurial. You learn a lot about running a small business. Yeah, and it's like peak. My friends and I from high school would, you know, go out on the trucks. We'd work all the beach routes. We'd, you know, meet people, have fun, party a little bit after work. You know, just hang. You know, it's the way that you like see the world. You know, I think that so much of like my communication skills or the people skills that I have come from those early days of being on the ice cream truck with my dad, just learning about, well, A, you go to a lot of different places, so you meet a lot of different types of people. You know, you learn about all types of walks of life by being an ice cream person, and sometimes you end up talking to them kind of like a hairdresser, like you end up just hanging and talking for a while, like a little bit of therapy, a little bit of jam session, and then you got to go to your next stop.
It's never now that I have any problems. I always feel fine now. But it's when you start going hard that you're like, ooh, 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 ooh. But at this very second, it feels fine. Yeah. I mean, I still feel like I'm lounging and I just got out of bed, so that's good, right?
There we go. I met Powers, like I was going to UMass, and it was the first year I was running the bike team, so I sent him an email randomly, and he was in Belgium racing, and he got back to me like within a day and said, hey, let's meet up for coffee. Went to Essalon Coffee in Hadley, and then he kind of took me under his wing from there. It was pretty cool. He's probably like, who's this chump kid emailing me? Like, I've never heard of this kid. Yeah, and then it took me under his wing and met everyone else, and boom.
The time that he faces the adversity, that it can become overwhelming for any human being. He seems to put everyone ahead of himself. When you face what you have to face, it's difficult, but he has a good neck. And that's where you have to find yourself.
Runner number 27 is Brendan Lehman. For B&B Racing, Zachary Curtis.
Yeah, short-term goals right now are to stay healthy, to get through every training ride that I have, and probably consult with as many people as I can to like help me shape how this needs to go, how I need to do a build, and then where I could rest. And then, you know, there's only so many days left, so they need to, you know, there's always plan A, B, C, but having those plans in place and kind of knowing where things are going to go, I'll probably be a little bit more in tune with each ride. You know, I can't put anything before the short-term goals. The short-term goals need to be really in full focus right now. It would be so awesome to win a 5th title because it's a lot of different generations and it's a lot of time in between the championships. I wouldn't be the oldest national championship winner of the elite men's race. You know, it's hard to say. I always wondered how long could I go, and how long could these injuries or these little things that were nagging me throughout my career, you know, I always would joke like, well, I wouldn't really joke. I'd just say when they get bad enough, I'll stop. And some of them have gotten bad enough that maybe it's time to stop. And so I know time's ticking and I know time's running out. So this opportunity to potentially win a 5th title, you know, it's not just who's the strongest. It takes so much expertise and experience and patience.
Brilliant. Curtis White.
Nice.
Is Alfred Thorpe Christensen, about 13 years old.
All right, Jeremy.
Finished, man. Good job. 2 days in a row. All right, baby.
Oh.
There's the pants. You got the pants.
Give me this.
It's so fast down here, like you can't make the corner at that speed.
Dan, shift.
Go, go, go!
This is okay. This might be bad.
This is
Hard day.
Yeah, it was.
My legs were killing me.
Bad. It was bad. But it was great. It was bad though. Oh my God. That's why I didn't promise anything today. See you. Yeah. How are you guys?
Good.
You guys have a good day?
Yeah. Good day. Good field. Good field. Solid field for this race for women. So yeah, it was a good day.
The race went off good. It was fine. I felt like I had a good start, better start than yesterday, and then yeah, it was a it was a lot of pedaling. So I rode with a power meter today because it was supposed to be a 1-bike race, but after about 3 laps, I was feeling like I wasn't going forwards, I was going backwards, so I switched tires to a RadShred. Still didn't have enough power in my legs, and the RadShred didn't help very much. It was basically the same. So overall, it was good, but what? Who wants to know? Who goes there?
I'm sorry.
Jeez, Louise. We only usually do 1 take.
You know you will never do it in just 1 take.
I think it was a good effort. I think it was great. I think we got out there and we did the race and we didn't have any problems. I always, you know, how many bad races have you had and how many good races do you have? You never remember the bad races. So it's easy to take a lot of positivity away from this weekend. The fact that everything has gone so well, I mean, that this time last week, I thought maybe I would have to tell everyone on social media and my sponsors that I was not gonna be able to race for the rest of the season because my back and then, you know, all the other crap that's happened. So, yeah. So yes, I got out there, you know, I sprinted for 6 yesterday. I was racing it today. I didn't have my greatest legs, but I also got in, you know, probably almost 20 hours of training this week. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in New York. This is Jeremy Powers, also known as a deer in headlights. This is how I feel. Hopefully I don't look like it. Hopefully I don't look like a deer in headlights, but if I do, well, you didn't know. Hang on. I'm gonna do it back to you. Ready? This is what it looks like. Here, take it. That's what it feels like right now. All right, see ya.
Cool.
Oh, my thing wasn't on, was it? That's what a deer, the damn thing wasn't on. Deer in headlights is like this.
See, when I see this, I think these people have demons they have to get out of their bodies. Like they feel like they have something that they need to get out. Like, why would you do this?
I have to let her get a cat and let her get away. Looks like